You wouldn't really expect it, but Lovestruck and Life and Death actually go pretty well together in terms of build style. Both come with a sort of modern glam style build set. They've both got a lot of dark colors, a lot of black and gold accents. And so even though the gameplay of these two packs is completely different, I think that maybe we could build with them together and have it turn out pretty well. So that's the plan today. I want to try to build with just Lovestruck and Life and Death and then see what we can come up with. And I'm even gonna build it on one of these penthouse lots from the Lovestruck world. Admittedly, I do not use these lots very often. I do not frequent the penthouses in The Sims. So this is a good time to give it a try. But do you see what I mean? Like this bed and this chair are Life and Death. This chair, this ottoman, the bar are from Lovestruck. It all kind of works together pretty well. I always feel like I'm a little bit bad at building penthouses. Like every time I try, I think it turns out a little bit weird. So I'm gonna give it my best shot here, but I'm not making any promises because I know that I'm the one building it. I think half walls will go a long way. And then I also think that we should get a really big pool. Oh, interesting. Okay, the pool can't go over there. Can I put it over here? Okay, interesting. I don't know why, but that's fine. I wonder if we could build ourselves like some sort of fake pergola thing. I feel like it might be kind of nice to have a slightly covered section right here. I just don't really know if it looks bad. We can also get a couple small sections of grass just so it's not all patio everywhere. I want to see if we can maybe put a little bit of an inset section right here just so that the back isn't completely plain. This is what I mean by I'm bad at penthouses. Like I honestly haven't got a clue what I'm doing right now. I am completely winging this. Are we gonna put like pillars in there? I don't know. I hadn't really considered that. I think maybe it looks good with the pillars. I also forgot that there's not any nice glass fences that come in these packs. The base game glass fence situation is dire. I don't even think I like that. I guess I'll do a half wall instead. You know, I don't think I see a world where I end up using a lot of the windows from either of these two packs. I think that more likely I'll probably use base game windows. I'm trying to fit with this sort of modern vibe that we've got going on here. And even like the doors aren't gonna work. Like that's just not gonna happen. Lovestruck has doors, but they're all only small. Maybe we could try something like this with the brown. Those are different colors of brown. Of course they are. The Sims 4, I don't know why I'm acting surprised. Okay, wonderful. None of the Lovestruck windows match. None of them come in the same colors as this door because that would just make too much sense. I've tried a couple different things. Like I tried brick, it looked bad. I'm trying this paneling. It looks kind of bad. Okay, I'm trying something new. Instead of what I had before, I'm putting a balcony back there. It does make the inside of the house a lot smaller. I guess I could also do something like that, but that being centered looks ridiculous. So never mind, I take it back. Okay, here's something interesting. I've got like a purpley color as the upstairs. Well, now that we're finally starting to get somewhere with this and it's kind of coming together a little bit more, now might be a good time to pause for a second and tell you a little bit about the sponsor of today's video, ThredUp. With both the holidays coming up and my wedding coming up, I've been on the hunt for a couple of new things to wear for some special occasions. And if you've been following my channel for a while now, you probably already know this, but I pretty much only shop at ThredUp these days. ThredUp is an online thrift store, so you can find some really unique, stylish clothing for really affordable prices. It's not only budget friendly and better for the environment to shop secondhand, but you can also find some one-of-a-kind pieces that way. So first, I got this new cardigan that I'm planning on wearing on Thanksgiving. I only paid $38 for this, and this is a Madewell cardigan that is new with tags. So I can see that the original price is $110. I feel like this was a steal. I also bought this white sweater that I'm wearing right now because I realized that I didn't own a single plain white sweater, and I think that's kind of a staple piece. I only paid $20 for this sweater. I got this cute little bag with some fruits on the front. This was only $11, and now that the weather is getting a little bit cooler, I'm back in my farmer's market era. I realize that is very backwards for most of the country, but I live in Florida, and I am gonna be bringing this with me. I also got this little dress, which might not seem very autumnal, but again, Florida, so it is to me. And I mentioned that I was kind of hunting for some stuff for my wedding. I already have my wedding dress, but I needed something to wear to my rehearsal dinner, and I found what I think is the perfect dress on ThredUp. I don't know how I got so lucky with this because the estimated retail of this dress is $318. Weirdly, this one is also new with tags, and I only paid $118 for it. And for something for my wedding, I feel like that's a really good deal. I am obsessed with this fabric and like all the pretty colors in it. It's white, but not like plain white. It's really easy to search for specific items on ThredUp too. So you could look up something as simple as white sweater and search that way, or you could look for a checkered hat, a floral skirt, and it's really easy to find the perfect items to match your ideas. And you can also filter by sizes, by brands, by certain occasions. It has never been this easy to shop secondhand before. So if you're looking for anything special to wear for the holidays, you can use my link down below. You'll get an additional 45% off your first order and free shipping if you use code lilsimsie at checkout. That is seriously such a good deal. So thank you again to ThredUp for sponsoring this video. I am a huge fan of you. And with that, let's go ahead and get back into The Sims. All right, we're back. I'm trying to think about column placement right now. I think that it might be kind of cool if I put columns in the corners because I'm trying to get a little bit more of this white accent. It does look kind of bad from the outside. It looks really weird being a penthouse and then being like this. It also definitely does not have enough brown on the outside like the doors are. But I think we can make this work. I may come back to this back door situation once I've got a floor plan figured out because we need to do that urgently. There could probably be smaller back doors if there needs to be. Oh, and you know what? We could also put brown like there's wood on the deck space. That ties it together a bit more. And then we can get a really cool tile down here. It could be brown. I just don't know if I like that. Maybe we stick to gray. It could be black or none of those things. It could be none of those things. I'm overthinking it again. I am absolutely overthinking this so much right now. I think that's a good starting point. And then on the interior, I know we're gonna need to get a staircase somewhere, and we also need to have the elevator somewhere. I hate to say it, but the elevator is like our #1 biggest problem right now because I'm not quite sure how I want this to be. I'm gonna come back and change the color of this, but right now I'm kind of picturing the kitchen could go back in that corner. We could probably have the living room over here. I'll get a little bathroom door right here because I've got this tiny space and that could become a bathroom. I'm kind of trying to decide now if I want to put the elevator down here because we could also potentially switch it up. Where did the thing go? Oh, there it is. We could switch it up and have the elevator on the side. It doesn't look as good from the back, but it still looks fine. The bathroom is still fine. And then this way, if you have people over to visit, they'll spawn out there instead of inside of the apartment, which is probably better. Ooh. Can I make that work? I would love to have the staircase be over there. I need to get a different door. It looks kind of bad if I'm being honest, but I do like the location of the stairs. We've got plenty of room for a really fancy marble life and death table too. Okay, I don't like any of those doors, but I guess it's gonna have to do. I guess it's fine. Frankly, I kind of hate that whole back patio, but maybe it can be covered up. It'll be fine. Okay, imagine for a second that this part gets open. So the staircase is a little bit bigger. We've got a pretty big hallway up here. There's one bedroom. They've got an ensuite bathroom. Then we've got a second bedroom. Oh, no, 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 no. Please don't do that. Maybe the second bedroom goes like this. And perhaps this part becomes a place that we tuck in a little desk, like an office nook. So it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. Not huge. I can try to use the life and death flooring. And then luckily Lovestruck has some little marble that we can put in the bathrooms. The stairs are still having that weird lighting glitch. I don't know how to fix that. It's fine, I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm gonna go through now and basically add in every piece of furniture that I would like to use from Life and Death. I'm kind of tempted to use the Life and Death bed. We also have that beautiful desk chair. We've got bar stools, side table. I'm really into these little shelves. Maybe I could get a couple of them and stack them. I'll use the desk back there in the corner. We have the bathroom sink, shower, tub. This is such a random way of furnishing a house. I also have all of these appliances for the kitchen that we can put in. Oh, and the fairy lights. Oh my goodness. I hadn't really thought about that. Here's what I'm thinking. Let's size them down and just let them be kind of weird like that. And we'll hang them across this thing. I like these little things too. These are nice lights. And then I can get these pretty ceiling lights in. And maybe that's, oh, how about this too? Okay, maybe that's everything from this pack. I've got all kinds of random stuff everywhere. Oh, sink, there you go. Let's look through Lovestruck now because Lovestruck has loads of stuff too. I think I'll probably use the Lovestruck mirror because that's my favorite one they've made in so long. But maybe I'll use this bed, the Lovestruck bed, in the other bedroom. We also need to use this fancy chair. I think it's a necessity. It has to be done. And we can try to fit the bar. I don't really know if the bar is gonna work that well, but we can see. Oh my God, I'm feeling actually ridiculous doing all this random furniture placement. Let's start decorating this for real now. I'm beginning with the kitchen because that's the part that is most exciting to me. It's gonna fit so nicely in here too. Also, if I wanted to have an island, can I even fit that? It's like maybe I could have one bar stool. I don't know if I can have an island. I wonder if we can make this kind of fun pinky purpley color work because that is so Lovestruck to me. It's definitely a lot. It's definitely a really bold choice. But you know what? The colors, they kind of work together. This is the one from Lovestruck and that's the one from Life and Death. A girl can dream. What if I size that up? Is that like entirely too much? Okay, I'm trying to get like a little custom TV stand thing going. So I put the cabinets there. I've got the lights on either side. I don't know if I like any of these coffee tables. There is that like trunk thing from Life and Death. I wonder if that one would work almost like a coffee table, although I don't like it. Never mind. I'm putting the white curtains on the window. You know what? It is kind of a weird color scheme, but I think it's weird in a fun way. I don't think I want to use any of the Life and Death art. I'm gonna see about Lovestruck though. I think maybe that one could be good. Let's see. Lovestruck has a slightly different chair. It's very similar, but slightly different pink. I think I actually prefer the one from Life and Death though, because it's got the gold. I don't know if any of these rugs are really gonna fit the vibes that we're going for. The rugs from Life and Death are definitely not very modern. We could do a slightly plainer one, and maybe I shouldn't use the pink table. Maybe the pink table is the problem. What if I put this rug twice, and if I got the rug in pink? I'm really starting to feel like I'm in way over my head right now. I don't know if I'm doing a very good job with this. So Lovestruck has a couple of really nice wallpapers. I think that's gonna help us. I'm also probably gonna try to use some of those wallpapers in a couple of interior areas, like maybe along that back wall, maybe along this back wall. And then I think that we can consider using the Life and Death brick. Not everywhere, but in some places. I don't like that one. Never mind. Maybe I'll try a base game brick. This, while it is very vibrant, it does match the fun wallpaper that we picked, and that might be a good thing because then it's not only pink. I wish this full-length mirror came in gold. There's not really a lot of gold anything in the base game. I'm also gonna use this same light right here above the dining table. I think that'll help. I might try and do like a couple candles right there, and then we'll do some sort of pretty flowers on the table. I may even use the ones that I had sized up earlier because I kind of like them and it comes in the right color. None of the appliances will come in gold either. I don't even know what kind of base game clutter to put because all of it looks a bit weird. We've got like some plain pots. I guess I can put those. This fruit bowl is also new. I guess it's more like a vegetable bowl, but we could try that one. Wow, I wish we had a hanging plant from one of these packs also, because that would help. These shelves are a lot bigger than they look on first glance. I mean, look at how many things can fit on there. They're actually quite wide, it looks like. Yeah, I don't know. This wallpaper does match, but I don't think it matches in like a good way. Whoa, that's huge. I think I might put a little picture right there though, because that's kind of nice. Oh, I was gonna try and put one of these little benches, but I don't think I like it. Unless I put it here, and that does come in pretty pink. Oh, wow. That's a little bit different than I think maybe I would personally use, so let's not do that. We could try this tile, because this one is base game. I wonder what that looks like with the Lovestruck floor, because that's not bad. Oh, it does come in pink, but at what cost? I don't think I like that one. I don't think I like that at all. Life and Death has like a bathroom cabinet thing almost. Oh yeah, here we go. It's definitely a little bit big, but maybe that's nice because it takes up a lot of space. So instead of what we did downstairs, I'm gonna get a custom shower door in here because that's one of those cool things that comes with Lovestruck, so we have an opportunity to use it here. I'll put a half wall above it. We can get Lovestruck's little pretty gold shower. Wow, I actually really love that. I think it definitely needs some more stuff on the walls, but as a starting point, this is really, really nice. I'm gonna actually swap these out because I think they can get around the toilet a little bit easier than they can get around this. And I'm not sure what side they get into the shower door from, so I want to give them room. Let me get a kind of expensive computer up here in the hallway, and we'll try and decorate a little bit more. Maybe like a plant and stuff. I don't want to overdo it because I want it to still be walkable. I guess this one is becoming the primary bedroom, and I think I probably have to use this bed. I don't really think any of the other colors work for this either, so we'll use that color of the bed. This thing, the ottoman actually works really well in that color. I wasn't expecting it to. That's the Lovestruck ottoman, and it matches the bed from Life and Death perfectly. I wonder if we should then try to use the Lovestruck nightstands, because we could do the Lovestruck nightstands there and then have the Life and Death dresser over here. Oh, we've got pretty Lovestruck candles that we can put on, and then maybe I can try these little tiny Lovestruck lamps. They look a little bit like mushrooms, kind of in a weird way. I would also love to use this Life and Death picture, although obviously it's the Grim Reaper. I don't know if that's like too far. I'm okay with it. I kind of like it. I already have one dresser in here, but I'm gonna get a second one and then also put a little plant next to it. I think last we just need to have a rug upstairs, and I can probably use the pink one because that ties it all together a bit more. So there's our primary bedroom. And then this room, I'm thinking that I'll probably decorate this room as though it's like a second primary bedroom. I'm kind of picturing this house belonging to a couple of roommates. I'm gonna see about using the Life and Death dressers and everything. But maybe this sim is also an artist, so we can get some canvases in. Oh, maybe that would be better over here because there's not a lot of stuff in this corner. I'd like to have curtains on this window if I can. Do they come in the right color? Ugh, not really. Got a little Life and Death ottoman right there. I put some candles, and I also put the Lover's tarot card, which feels appropriate given it's combined with Lovestruck, so they can get through there fine. I guess that just leaves us with the outside left to do, which is not a small task. The outside's gonna be the hardest part, but at least we have a little bit more of a plan now that we've done the inside. Let's think about this. Do I want to put any landscaping underneath this covered section? It's a little bit excessive. I guess I could center the window like that then. It also leaves us with very little walking space, but I hate to say it, that's kind of what I want, because I'm kind of picturing this part of the house to be a little bit less useful anyway. This part of the house is just where you're gonna spawn in, so I'm not worried about it being like the most usable place in the world. We've got the mailbox, we've got the trash chute, they'll spawn at the elevator. It's also the back of the house on the gallery, so it's not like high priority. It might even be okay. This is the part that I care a little bit more about. Okay, I'm thinking we need a tree. I think it's gonna make a huge difference. Is it kind of weird to have a tree on the roof? Yeah, it really kind of is. What happens if there's like a hedge all the way around and the tree goes in the middle? Is that super weird? I kind of like that as a concept though. I've never done that with these bushes before. I don't necessarily want to have another tree on this side. Maybe this one is more like around in an L shape and then we put some flowers in the middle. The house is even kind of shaped like these fountains, so that might not be a bad idea to add in either. Okay, I was kind of dreaming of a world where I could have an umbrella. I don't think I can fit one. I also do not like this. This part of the landscaping I think looks really weird. So we've got no umbrellas in either of these packs. We've got no room for landscaping. The wallpaper keeps deleting itself. Maybe it just stays as grass. Like maybe it's okay to have a grassy space. Oh, we could also put the bar built in like right there so they can still use that to cook and make bar stuff, but then it's kind of tucked away and hidden. I think there's too many of these, so maybe I'll get the lounge chairs and like angle them a little bit more. I don't like any of these. I will get a telescope. I think maybe a few little planter boxes could be good for over here. I'm putting custom plants there because I sort of want it to look like they're plants that I have placed. Maybe I can make those pink chairs from Lovestruck work out here, and then I've got a little lantern that comes with Life and Death, so I can put that on the table. So there's a whole little outdoor bar and dining area. I would actually love to build out a custom grill and bar space over here. I don't know if this is gonna look good. I just really like the idea of making something custom like this. I've done this kind of thing before where I put the grill in the middle and then I got myself a couple of little end pieces. Although I guess in this case I could maybe just use the regular counters and then we can just scoot the grill back. So that kind of looks like it's built in. And there's bar stools from both these packs. We got these ones, we've got these. I think that maybe these are the best bet because they've got that pretty pink color. Oh, and there's even a ceiling fan and it comes in pink and white. Is that good? I actually can't tell. I'm gonna try it because that would be so nice in real life. Here I am just adding all these death traps like the telescope and stuff. This would have been probably a nice place to try and put a hot tub, but the hot tub that we have in the base game, while it fits, that does not match the house at all. If we had the regular ones, then maybe, but I don't think that that's good for here. I'm putting quite a few planter boxes upstairs. We also have a chess table over there because that way you can use them to garden because you don't really have a backyard. And then I think the last thing I'll do is maybe add a couple of things on the roof, make it look like there's actually stuff going on. And maybe that's the finished product. It's a little bit different for me. I'm still not super sure that I like the shape of it, but I had a lot of fun with the furnishing of this house. I've never done this sort of extreme pink color scheme. And And I think the point is proven. Lovestruck and Life and Death actually work pretty well together. A lot of these items just mix and match so well. So thank you for watching, and thanks again to ThredUp for sponsoring this video. Like I mentioned earlier, if you're in the market for any new clothes for like a special event coming up, for the holidays coming up, you can click my link down below. And if you use code lilsimsie at checkout, you'll get an additional 45% off your first order and free shipping. If you like Sims builds like this, I post videos here on YouTube every single day, and I also stream The Sims like every day over on my Twitch channel. So make sure you're subscribed here, and also go and follow me over on Twitch. I'll link that down below too. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow. Okay? Bye, everybody. Oh my goodness. Maybe there's a reason that I don't build penthouses. I tried though. I swear I tried.